Are you ready to scale your business in a way that's aligned with your soul and profitable? I'm Casey Rossi, a business and leadership coach. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 30 years and love business. I help conscious leaders increase their impact and optimize their lives. Join me each week for tips and deep conversations on cultivating confidence, increasing your visibility, elevating your vibration, and leading with purpose without burning out. Let's go. Hello, and welcome back to Women Developing Brilliance, the spirit of business. Today is a bright and beautiful and sunny day in upstate New York, and I hope this episode finds you with a smile on your face. Today we're going to go over a question that came in from Simone, a member of my Women Developing Brilliance Facebook group. She asks, how can I get in front of the right clients? I love this question. It's one that most, if not all, entrepreneurs can relate to and have grappled with at one point or another. Because let's face it, without clients, we don't have a business. They are the lifeblood of our operation. But she didn't just say clients, she said the right clients, so we need to address that. First, you need to take the time to understand who your ideal right client is. The more clear you are with this step, the easier everything from copywriting to marketing to hiring will be. I've created a couple resources to help you, a blog, a YouTube episode, and a free support printable to make it as easy as possible. I'll drop those links in the show notes for you. That is truly your foundational step one. Getting uber specific about who you're serving, what's getting in their way to where they want to be, their deep desires, the problems they are trying to solve, and need your help to solve them. Now that that's locked in, let's look at Simone's question again. How can I get in front of the right clients? Now, the how can I get in front of is the visibility part of the question. And the fast and simple answer is to become visible. But let's break that down into 3 expert ways to get in front of your right clients. The very first one is a laser-focused social media strategy. The most important thing to do is to ensure that you are showing up in a way that is actually in front of your ideal clientele. A big mistake that I see entrepreneurs make is not only trying to be everything to everyone, but trying to master all social media platforms at once. That tends to look like a smattering of inconsistent, non-strategic posts just to get something up there and call it a day. Most times it's a cut and paste of the same post because, let's face it, it's quick and easy. This doesn't take into account the unique platform's personality and also how that user interacts with the content. That actually could be its whole individual episode. Believe me, I have been there and done that too, and it doesn't work. It may feel like you're being busy and you are getting something up there, but it really doesn't have that intention behind the marketing, so it's going to fall flat. Here's a couple of things. In this context, ask yourself, where are your divine right clients hanging out? Cruise around the different platforms and even plug in relevant hashtags that correspond to your business and what you offer, and then just see what pulls up. Let the platform do the legwork for you. That's the beauty of the search bar and hashtags. If you think of those hashtags as little filing systems and folders that have organized everything that's relevant to that hashtag in one nice and tidy way, it's going to save you a lot of time. Once you pull up that search, read the posts, read the comments. Does it look and sound like your people? If not, repeat the process on another platform or try a different hashtag until you start to see your tribe and it feels right. because you know in your gut when something clicks. When you hear people speaking like you do, using words and phrases that you hear your current client saying, when you see questions that include the pain points that you specifically know you can help people on, you are going to start to feel like, hey, I'm in the right place. And that's the place that you want to start to share your wisdom. Okay? So once you've determined where your right clients go to connect, get answers, and be inspired, this is your opportunity to connect with them, provide valuable information, and be inspirational. That may sound oversimplified, but it is actually that simple. But by no means is it easy. Because here's the thing, even after all that legwork, the honest truth is that it will go absolutely nowhere if you don't commit and schedule in working the platform. Plus, you want to ask yourself, what's my strategy? Why am I doing what I'm doing? What do I really want my ideal clients to know? Like, how can I best serve them? How will I maximize this platform in a way that's going to bring me what I want? These are really great questions to journal on. In fact, you don't have to rush to scribble them out. You can just look at the transcription of this episode and copy paste this on a Google Doc or a Word doc and really go through each one of these questions. What's my strategy? What am I doing this for? What do I really want my ideal clients to know? How will I maximize this platform in a way that's going to bring me what I want? How often do I plan to show up and be on the platform, and in which ways? Will I slot time, or how will I slot time to engage and interact? And here's the key. You're engaging and interacting not only with comments on your posts, which you absolutely want to do, each and every comment you want to reply to in a very thoughtful and intentional way, but in order to gain the most traction here in this social media strategy, you also want to be leaving thoughtful comments and reactions, emojis, all the things on other people's posts, because this will build really this beautiful network, but it also is a sense of reciprocation. So we want to put out what we want to receive, because like begets like, and this will help you gain exposure. That's something really, I want to pause here, because many times we stay in a state of, this is what I want. You know, why aren't my social media posts getting engagements or getting reactions or getting thoughtful comments? I want you to really be honest with yourself and turn it around and ask yourself, how often am I interacting with other people's social media posts, leaving thoughtful comments, engaging and interacting? So you want to put out what you want to receive. This is really this beautiful balance. It is the give and the take. This is how you're going to get what you're looking for. So here are just a few questions, right? These are just a couple of questions to get your juices flowing. Again, I recommend that you copy paste some of those questions and journal it out for yourself if it's resonating with you. But the cool thing is, you have choices. So if jumping into the social media marketing scene with both feet isn't your bag, there are alternatives. Let's go back to Simone's question. How can I get in front of the right clients? When you use your growth mindset, you know there is never just one right way. There are endless possibilities to get to your solution. That's a beautiful thing. So the second way is use someone else's audience. So the second way is another way to increase exposure and get in front of your right clients by getting in front of someone else's aligned audience. This is actually even a faster way to build, and I'll tell you why. It's because the know, like, and trust factors, which we are already very aware that we need in marketing, they're already seeded. And what do I mean by that? Their clients already know, like, and trust them. And it's a pretty fair assumption because otherwise they'd be following someone else. So by association, you will automatically have a better level of trust because collabing with them is like an unspoken vouch, and that's a good thing. Secondly, your collab buddy has already put in the legwork to curate her divine right audience. Since you have a complementary and aligned audience now, all you have to do is show up and wow them to influence a portion of that audience to enter into your world. So a great way to do this is through a podcast interview, an Instagram Live, an expert training in someone's course, or even a Facebook group interview or training. So there's a lot of opportunities here with this second step of using someone else's audience. It's just going to take a little bit of market research to see who already has an aligned audience. And one of the things to keep in mind here for the best success is someone that's not your direct competition, but that is a complementary business. So you can actually have a synergy together and serve the audience in a really powerful way without feeling like you're going to be stepping on that person's toes. So the key word there is complementary and aligned. So that's what you want to be looking for. Who is already going to have that curated, aligned audience? Several ways to do that. All right. The third way is make an irresistible piece of content that helps your ideal client. Now, this can be facilitating a workshop, creating a webinar, or even doing a speaking event. The main thing is you want to choose a topic that helps solve your ideal client problem, and then make sure that you're marketing it clearly and confidently, because your vibe again attracts your tribe, and you will automatically start attracting who you are meant to serve. So it's like honey to the bees. You put something that's irresistible, that's juicy, that's full of nectar and nourishment, and if those people want it, they're going to come to you. So you're going to draw them in by your irresistible piece of content. Now, by curating a workshop or a webinar or a speaking event, it puts you in the position of being the expert that you are. Sharing your best stuff with the intention of service first will magnetically draw people towards you because you are easing their pain, right? And remember, our brains, our system is designed to move towards pleasure, move away from pain. So biologically, psychologically, if you are helping to ease their pain, you will now be associated as being a problem solver, and people are going to want more of that. So super, super important. Remember, you can do this tip with your current social media audience and email list. Harness the power of ads to get in front of new potential clients, or use someone else's audience. So for an example, I just put in a proposal to conduct a 2-hour workshop for a local event. Now, it's not just any event. Remember, this episode is all about getting in front of the right client. So this specific event is targeted for women entrepreneurs looking to take care of business and take care of self. This is my ideal target audience, driven female entrepreneurs and CEOs looking to build a business without burning out. So it couldn't be more ideal for me, in that the organizers have already curated my perfect divine right clients. Now it's about getting in front of them, creating a presentation that will wow, and having a clear next step at the end, so it's so easy for them to say yes to enter my world. So that's really what you want to be lasering in on. And this is what you can do too. Look for organizations, power partners, and other biz owners with that aligned complementary audience that you can serve. Remember, if you need help defining your right client, grab the free support printable at caseyrossi.com/ideal_client_avatar. I'll drop that link in the show notes for you. So now it's over to you. Which one of these tips are you going to get on? make a plan, and schedule it in so you can see results. Because, side bonus, that's the secret 3-part formula. Learn it, do it, get it. Okay, my friends, I hope this was helpful. I love hearing from you. So if you have a question, I have an answer. Dash it to me via email or through socials, and I will curate a podcast episode just for you. Until next week, breathe joy. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, I would be grateful if you went over to lovethepodcast.com/brilliance and left me a rating and review. I personally read each and every one of them, and it is just so heartwarming to hear how these episodes are helping you, how they're landing, and really just in your words, what it means to you. Means the world to me. I want to share that RWlistens from the US says 5 stars. Yes, we need more awareness and recognition of women driving soul-centered businesses. Thank you, Casey. Amazing. Well, thank you, RW. I really appreciate you taking the time. Again, it means the world to me. So if you want to leave a review about the podcast, about a specific episode, that would be amazing. You can head on over to lovethepodcast.com/brilliance. Thank you.